think we're live. Orioles baseball. Welcome in, everyone. I don't know who is or isn't here yet. Jeannie's here. What's up, Jeannie? Good to see you, dear. Happy Saturday. Welcome in, everybody. Orioles baseball. We have the visiting Oakland Athletics. I still call them the Oakland Athletics. I know it's Las Vegas, but still. The A's are in town to face the O's. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Of course, Oakland got the win last night 4-3 in a very winnable game for the Orioles, but as usual, they weren't able to pull it out because they couldn't get the big hits in the big moments when they had to. So we're going to talk a little bit about last night's game, go over tonight's lineups and starting pitchers, and get the ball rolling for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Good to have everybody in. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I'll get to a couple other things I want to talk about once we get a few people in here. But good to have everybody in. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about, of course, last night's game. 4-3 loss for the Orioles. They were winning 1-0 for a while. 5th inning, they gave up 3 runs. Kyle Bradish gave up 3 runs in the 5th inning, made it 3-1. The Orioles battled all the way back from 3-1 to 3-2, and then we're down 4-2. And then in the 9th inning, had a chance. At first and second, nobody out, and could only get 1 run home. Taylor Ward came to the plate. Pete Alonso came to the plate. All those guys came to the plate, and we couldn't get the run home. So the Orioles lose 4-3. Credit to Kyle Bradish. I think he went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs. He pitched much better. 10 Ks, I think 2 walks. Better outing out of Kyle Bradish last night. As for today, let's go ahead and we'll talk about lineups. For the visiting Athletics, you have Nick Kurtz leading off, Langoliers batting second, Soderstrom batting third, rookie fourth, Brent Rooker 4th, Cortez 5th, Wilson 6th, Butler 7th, Geloff 8th, and McNeil 9th. Savali is pitching for the Athletics. For the Birds, pretty much same lineup as they've been doing of lately. Gunnar Henderson, who's been MIA for like the last month. Gunnar Henderson's batting first. At shortstop, batting second in left field is Taylor Ward. Batting third and catching is Adley Rutschman, who's having a really good season. Batting fourth at first base is Pete Alonso, who's heating up. Batting fifth and DHing him Samuel Basayo, who's also heating up, doing really well lately. Has bumped his batting average up like 60 points, if not more than that. Batting sixth in center field is Leody Tavares. Batting seventh in right field is Dylan Beavers. Batting eighth at third base is Coby Mayo. And batting ninth at second base is the terribly slumping Jeremiah Jackson. Pitching for the Orioles is Shane Baz. So we'll see how tonight goes. Hopefully the Orioles do well and they get some runs and get a win. Good to have everybody in here. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. There's only 3 of you watching right now. I'm glad to have all 3 of you in here. Be sure to share us out. I know it's a Saturday afternoon game, but with tomorrow being Mother's Day, I'm not going to be calling the game tomorrow. Tomorrow is Melissa's Day. And for the most part, we're going to be doing what she wants to do. She wants to go to the parks. We're probably going to go from Magic Kingdom over to Epcot for her. So we'll be doing that tomorrow on her day. So no ball game tomorrow as we are spending it with her. Good to have everybody in. Hope all the moms out there have a good Mother's Day. 7 likes already, trying to get to 40. We're about to get first pitch here. Orioles are going to commercial break. When they come back, we'll probably be getting the game started with first pitch. Looks like Heston Kjerstad of the Orioles will be starting an injury rehab for the Orioles. He had down in, I guess he's going to start in Double-A Chesapeake, try to work his way back up to the major leagues. More than likely, he's going to be optioned to Norfolk after his rehab. He'll probably be optioned to Norfolk and start the year with AAA, the Tides. That would be my guess. Blaze Alexander has a right calf strain. He's not going on the injured list at this time. He was scratched from last night's game due to some tightness. He is available today, but he's not starting. See how today goes for the O's. Excuse me. No roster moves for the Orioles today, which, to be honest, is kind of a big deal. They seem to make a roster move every single day. Every single day. Slyster, welcome in. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the chat. And hello, everyone. Here we go. Yep, here we go, Slyster. Good to have you in. Be sure to hit the like as you're coming in. We're trying to make to the 40 mark. We had a really good day the other day in the Marlins-Orioles game, even though the O's lost. We had a lot of folks come in, spend some time with us. Got a few new subscribers. We are about 8 subscribers getting the 1,300 subs on the channel, so maybe we'll make it. We might get there. That would be great if we got there today. But it's good to have everyone in. Got my O's spring training shirt on, and I'm hoping for a win today. Orioles really need this series. They need to win this series against Oakland. If they can win today and win tomorrow in the Oakland series, or the A's, I keep saying Oakland, in the Athletics series, they'll have won back-to-back series, heading into a 3-game set against the Yankees. So I think it's an important time for them. I really feel like they need to find a way to get some wins. I think the Yankees are up next. Maybe it might not be the Yankees. Let's take a look at the Orioles schedule real fast. I apologize. I felt like next was the Yankees, but after the Athletics, it's New York. Okay. Yeah, New York comes in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we'll probably be calling the Wednesday game. So look for that thumbnail as we probably call the Wednesday game. So O's A's, welcome in everybody. Good to have you all here. O's flip-flop lineup. Yeah, Slyster for sure. Hey, Harry, welcome in. Hey, Walt, I'd love to watch along, but I don't think they broadcast any baseball games in the UK to my knowledge, unfortunately. No, probably not, Harry. It's definitely an American sport where it's at its finest and where it's at its most popular. But, it's getting more and more global every year. We have the World Baseball Classic, which is a huge hit in a lot of different countries. So we're getting there. The Netherlands has it, Japan has it, Dominican, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, U.S., Korea, Canada, Israel. All those teams are represented in the World Baseball Classic. So it's definitely becoming a global sport. It will never be to the level of trying to think, Harry, for you, football, soccer. It won't anything ever be to that level. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. It's global. Billions of, millions of, tens of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people love soccer. But it's definitely our favorite sport. It's definitely my favorite sport. So, Shane Boggs if you're an Orioles fan, we really need Shane Boggs to come out here today and give us a good 6-7 innings of good, clean baseball. If you really look at the Orioles lineup, the potential, you look at 1 through 5 alone, the potential of the 1 through 5 lineup for the Orioles is really there. Gunnar, Taylor Ward, Rutschman, Pete Alonso, and Samuel Basallo. They're all very, very highly talented players. All 5 of them are capable, except maybe Rutschman. But all 5 of them are definitely 20-plus home run guys, for sure. 4 of the 5 are 30-plus home run guys. And yet, it's a matter, you have to do it, and they just haven't done it. But Samuel Basallo's been heating up. Pete Alonso's heating up. Adley Rutschman is having such a really good bounce-back year. He's hitting .325 with a 987 OPS. He, right now, is the Orioles' best player. And unfortunately, for some reason, Craig Albernes is not playing him every day. I have no idea why. He should play every day. Flip-flop the 2 of them. I don't care. Flip-flop the 2 of them. Ride Samuel Basallo as much as you need to right now while he's hot. Adley Rutschman, same. Just flip-flop them every day. 1 at DH, 1 at catcher. 1 at DH, 1 at catcher. Or if you need to spell Pete Alonso at first and put one of them at first base, put Pete Alonso at DH and put the other one at catcher. But right now, Adley Rutschman and Sam Basallo both need to be in the lineup every single day. They just do. I don't care if there's a lefty on the mound. Basallo didn't start yesterday because there was a lefty on the mound. I don't understand that. I just don't. I'm sorry. If he's going to be a complete player, if he's going to be a player that's going to be a superstar or a star in this league, then he's got to learn to hit lefties. The Orioles have this stigma on this team where they just can't play well against left-handers. They're 0-9 again this year against left-handers. They had a terrible record against left-handers last year. I don't know what it is against the lefties, but this Orioles team struggles immensely against them. So anyway, we'll see how today goes. Hoping for an Orioles lineup that's going to score some runs. Because again, what they've done is they've done the inconsistent route, which is so frustrating as an Orioles fan. Those first 2 games against the Marlins, they scored 18 runs. They scored 16 runs in 2 games, averaging 8 runs a game. And then they came out in the final game of the series, they scored 3, and then they came back yesterday and they scored 3 again. So they're not consistent on the offensive side. They've got to find a way to be more consistent on the offensive side. And the main reason for that is because ultimately the Orioles, they are not going to win a lot of 2-1, 1-0 games. They're just not. They're going to have to hit their way into some wins. And we'll see how it goes today. All right, Shane Baz is on the bump. Nick Kurtz is in the batter's box. Shane Baz is at the belt. He's got his pitch ready, and here we go. First pitch of the game. And it's a swing and a foul off to the left at 96-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1 on Nick Kurtz. 4:07 first pitch. Dan Steely, welcome in. Game number 40, a quarter of the season. Yep, we're getting there. Here's Baz's 0-1 pitch. Line drive down the left field line. That is going to get fair and in the corner. It's going to be a leadoff double at least for Nick Kurtz. And just like that, Nick Kurtz takes a curveball down and away and just serves it down the left field line for a leadoff double. My goodness. Not a good start, folks. Not a good start. That's going to bring their hottest hitter to the plate. Shane Langeliers, .333 average right now. He's got 1,010 OPS, having a really good start to the season for Shane Langeliers. All right, Boz is at the belt. Here we go. First pitch. There's a cutter on the inside part of the plate for a ball. 1-0. Shane Langeliers is really having a good start to his season. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a cutter way inside. Almost hit him. Ball 2. what? We'll see. I don't know. I'm already getting worried about this ball game. All right, Boz is at the belt. 2-0 count on Shane Langoliers. Here's the pitch. There's another cutter or a four-seamer way inside again. Ball 3. Orioles gave this guy a 5-year extension, too. Talking about Shane Boz. They gave him a 5-year extension. He's got an ERA at 5. 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike on a four-seamer. 3-1 now. All right, 3-1 count on Shane Langoliers. What you're really looking for is a ground ball to the shortstop or third baseman. Something that's going to keep Nick Kurtz at second. 3-1 pitch. There's a line drive. That's down for a base hit. That's going to easily score Nick Kurtz. And just like that, Oakland takes a 1-0 lead. So 2 hitters, 2 hits, a run scored. And they're halfway to the cycle. They've got a single and a double already to start the game. In the first 2 hitters of the game. So 1-0, the Athletics. Here's first pitch, curveball, swing and a foul to Soderstrom is at the plate. Tyler Soderstrom. 213 on the year, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. Well, at this point, if you're Shane Boz, you got to minimize the damage. Try to get a ground ball double play right here and kind of regroup. Let's see what he can do. 0-1 pitch. There's a 4-seam fastball for a strike. 0-2. So 0-2 count on Soderstrom. You got him right where you want him. See if you can put him away. 0-2 pitch. Curveball low and inside. Ball 1. 1-2. That's his knuckle curve. So 1-2 count on Tyler Soderstrom. Man on first. 1 run already in. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball. Down the line, but it's foul. Just foul. Woo! Thank goodness. Man, I thought that was going to be a double down the line, but it was called foul. Soderstrom just missed an extra base hit. Wow. Whoa, that was just foul, too. We're talking just that much from hitting the base. 1-2 count. Shane Boz, here he comes again. Got him on a 4-seamer. Strike 3. 1 down. That signing hasn't aged real well. What signing? Oh, you talking about Shane Boz. Well, they just signed him this season. But no, it's not a good start for him for sure. I agree with you. So 1 down on a 4-seam fastball right down the middle. He was taking all the way. I don't know why. All right, here's Brent Rooker. First pitch to him is a knuckle or cutter outside and low. Ball 1. So 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. 4-seamer popped up down the first base line. Pete Alonso is going to give it a look. I think he's got to play. He does, and that's an out. So 2 down. Just like that, the Orioles have 2 outs. Mayo, Henderson, Jackson, Alonso around the infield. Taylor, Ward, Tavares, and Beavers in the outfield. Rutschman behind the plate. Here's Cortez. Excuse me. First pitch to him. There's a knuckle curve for a strike. 0-1. If you're just coming in, guys, please give us a like as you're coming in. We are 1/4 of the way to our goal of 40. 20% of the way. 25%. There's the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball inside and high. Ball 1. 1-1. Nice having everybody in here. I know it's a small crowd today. That's quite all right. We're just glad you're here. And hopefully you're having fun. And hopefully you're enjoying the call of the game. So 1-1 count on Cortez. Boz is ready at the belt. Here's the pitch. There's the knuckle curve in the dirt. Nice save by Adley Rutschman right there. That's going to run the count to 2-1. Hopefully you guys can hear me and hear me well. I have the microphone a little bit away from me. What's up, Dan? Welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button as you're coming in, Dan. Thanks for being here, pal. Hope you're all doing well. All right, 2-1 count on Cortez. Here's pitch. Here's another knuckle curve. Inside and low. Ball 3. 3-1. So Shane Baz is definitely struggling this inning. He's got behind in counts. He gave up a single and a double. A run's already in. He's working his way out of it. He's gotten a couple big outs. Let's see if he can get this batter right here and get out of this inning. 3-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Nope. Throw over the first. So that is the first disengagement of this at bat. Again, 3-1 count on Cortez. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive up the middle. Nice stop by Gunnar. He dives, throws to first in time, and that's the last out. Nice play by Gunnar Henderson right there. He took his time. He had to dive to his left. He got there, got up, and threw a strike to first base for the final out, and that's your inning. But the Athletics are on the board. We're going to hit the bottom of the first, 1-0. A's. Just Pepsi. Not a Coke guy, I'm a Pepsi guy, I know. I can't help it. I like Pepsi. Okay, coming up for the Birds. Gunnar Henderson, Taylor Ward, Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso. 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Orioles are really counting on Gunnar Henderson to get out of his slump. Gunner's batting 198 on the season, folks. Oh, thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. Nobody else is watching them. Seriously, nobody else is watching them. But I appreciate you saying that. All right, here we go. Gunnar Henderson's going to lead it off for the O's. Henderson, Ward, Rutschman, Alonso, if we get there. Aaron Savali's on the mound for the A's. 3-1 on the season, 2.95 ERA. All right, first pitch to Gunnar. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Oh, called a ball. It was a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Looked like it caught the plate, but it's called a ball by the umpire, so it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. 1-1 on a cutter. One pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball. Ground ball. Slow roll to the shortstop. He's got to hurry if he's going to get him. And he does not get him. And it's an infield single for Gunnar Henderson. Shortstop was playing almost behind second base. Gunnar hit it back to his backside. Shortstop had to come back to get it. But instead of charging the ball, he waited on it. And it cost him. Because they only beat Gunnar Gunnar only beats it by a step. But either way, it's an infield single and a leadoff single for Gunnar Henderson. And here's Taylor Ward. Ward will take a lot of pitches. This could give Gunnar an opportunity here to steal a base. Oh, throw over to first. He's back in time. Taylor Ward's been struggling too. He was batting right around 300, a little over 300. He's now down to 270. His batting average has fallen like 30, 35 points, so they need him to heat up. Oh, Gunnar looked like he was going to go. Fastball strike. 0-1 on a sinker. Well, Gunnar had a really big lead there. He could have stole that base. If he didn't steal, he would have been picked off because he was way past. 0-1 pitch. There's another cutter, and that's low for a ball. 1-1. 13 likes. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, everybody. We're getting closer and closer to the 50% mark. 1-1 pitch. There's a check swing, foul down the first base line. So 1-2. On Taylor Ward. Ward has been struggling lately. Seems like every time an Orioles player heats up, another Orioles player gets cold. There's a fastball inside for a ball. 2-2. Again, I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Taylor Ward takes a lot of pitches. If Gunnar's going to go, this is his opportunity. Taylor Ward's already at a 2-2 count. And here's a 2-2 pitch. Nope. Throw over to first. Gunnar's back. So that's the second disengagement now. Remember, you can only disengage 3 times, and if you go over on the third, you got to pick them off, or it's a balk. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Gunnar's not going. There's a ground ball to third baseman. Taylor made double play. There's one. Back to first in time. Double play. So frustrating. And just like that, the Orioles are wiped out of the leadoff single by Gunnar Henderson. I just don't understand why you don't say go. Try to take yourself out of the double play. Let Gunnar try to steal. The guy stole 30 bases last year. And he's just sitting at first. And now he's wiped off in a double play. All right, here's Rutschman. First pitch to him. Fastball outside, sinker outside and high. Ball 1-0. Just a 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Way high on a splitter. 1-1. I mean, 2-0. Sorry, 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball for a strike. 2-1. Well, Savali gave up the leadoff single, and he's got a chance to get out of this. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit down the first base side. That's going to be extra bases for Adley. He's rounding first, heading to second, throw into second, it slides, and he's safe. Leadoff, 2-out double for Adley Rutschman. He continues his hot start. Wow, he really got around on that one and just serves it down the right field line in the corner, and it's a 2-out double. Rutschman has really been really hot lately. That ball was high and inside, and Rutschman was able to get around on it and get the double. Slicer said, Taylor Ward annoys me. It's like he's looking to walk while striking out or walking. Hit the darn ball in the air for a change. Yeah, he's not been doing much of that, Slicer. I agree. So here's Pete Alonso. First pitch to him. Check swing. He went. That's a strike. 0-1. Yeah, me too, Slicer. I think he's playing. Adley's having a really good start to the season. All right, here's Alonso. First, here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball on sinker on the inside part of the plate, but it's a ball. 1-1. So if Ward had just moved the runner up, it's 1-1. Yeah, exactly, Dan. But again, that's also why isn't Gunnar attempting to steal? Just you're a 30 steal guy, and you don't even try to go. Orioles have to make things happen. Try to find ways to manufacture runs. 1-1 pitch. Outside on a cutter. A 2-1. That's all I'm saying is just try to make Make them make a play on you. Try to be aggressive. Try to steal a base. It's only 1-0. It's the first inning. Try to go get it. 2-1. Swing and a miss on a curveball. 2-2. I watch these Oriole players, and except for maybe Adley Rutschman and Sam Basayo, who's been hitting really well, seems like a lot of these Orioles hitters have gotten themselves in some really bad habits of chasing balls out of the strike zone. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. I'm looking for a curve here. No. Whoa, fastball high and inside, up by his head. That's ball 3. No, Slicer, they don't. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's certain guys on this team that can steal bases. Gunnar's one of them. He had 30 steals last year. Let him go. All right, full count on Alonso. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. And that's your inning. It would have been a strike if he doesn't swing. So he swings anyway and can't make contact. So the Orioles get 2 hits in the inning, just like the Oakland A's got 2 hits in the inning. But they can't score. We're heading to the top of the second inning. 1-0 Oakland. Yes, I'm going to keep saying Oakland until they actually play a game in Las Vegas. Man, oh man, this team is so frustrating. Hey, we got 13 people watching, 13 likes. Thank you, gang. That's awesome. Good to have everybody in here. It's a 1-0 Oakland Athletics lead over the Orioles. We're heading to the top of the second inning. Oakland got 2 hits in the first inning. They got a double, and then they got a single to bring them in. The Orioles got 2 hits in the first inning. They got a single, and then they got a double, but it doesn't bring them in. So, there you go. The Orioles got just as many hits as Oakland, got the same type of hits as Oakland, but they scored. We didn't. They got a single and a double. We got a single and a double. They got a run. We didn't get anything. That's the difference between winning and losing, folks. It really is. I know it sounds like I'm being Captain Obvious, but it's really that simple with baseball. It's some teams capitalize and some teams don't. So top of the second inning coming up. Shane Baz looking to really... We need a 1-2-3 inning out of Shane Baz. Try to get some 1-2-3s. Keep the traffic off the bases. Get through some innings, relatively quickly. Some 3-ups, some 3-ups and 3-down innings would be nice. All right, here's Wilson. First pitch to him. There's a fastball on the or changeup on the outside part of the plate at 93. That's not a changeup at 93. It's called a strike. 0-1. I don't think that's a changeup at 93. All right, 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike. Quickly 0-2. Four-seamer up by his eyes. He swings right through it. All right, so 0-2 count on Wilson. Here's the pitch. Curveball outside and low. Ball 1. 1-2. So a 1-2 count on Wilson. Let's see if Shane Baz can put him away right here. Here we go. Fastball high and outside. He checks his swing. Ball 2. 2-2. Two pitch. Here it comes. There's a cutter or a knuckle curve outside and low. Ball 3. So he goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Shane Baz does, and he's has the possibility here of losing him. Three-two pitch. There's a ground ball, foul. Then we're going to do it again. Full count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 at the bottom half of the plate. But the Oakland Athletics hitter is going to challenge it. He thinks it's a ball. He's going to lose. It's definitely a strike. Absolutely. And he is out. Strike 3 called. He loses the challenge. And just like that, Oakland is down a challenge. Way too early in the game to challenge something like that. And that's 1 out in the inning, and they lose a challenge. So Oakland's now down to 1, folks. Wow, that's a bad call by the hitter there. Here's Butler, first pitch to him. There's a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss strike, 0-1. Nice having everybody in here. 14 likes. Thanks, everybody. We're getting there. Lawrence Butler at the plate. 0-1 count on him. Here it comes. There's a fastball. Up and in, 1-1 for a ball. Zach Geloff is on deck. One pitch. There's a swing and a foul back on a fastball. So 1-2 is now the count on Lawrence Butler. Boz is at the belt. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball. Ground ball to the second baseman. Hit to the second baseman. Throw to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning for Shane Boz. That's exactly what we need. That's what we're looking for right there, folks. Quick innings as much as we can. He's got 2 quick outs. Now, this is where some of the Orioles pitchers tend to struggle. They get 2 quick outs, and then they lose focus. And then they give up a walk, and then a hit, and then the next thing you know, another run's in. So we've got to keep the pedal to the metal here. Stay focused and get out of the inning. Here's fastball upstairs and high, ball 1. 1-0 on Zach Geloff. Nice having 14 people in here right now. 1-0 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a knuckle curve just off the plate inside for ball 2. 2-1. It probably catches the plate, but it's called a ball. 2-0 on Zach Geloff. 273 hitter, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 831 OPS on the season. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ball, fastball, or sinker, low, ball 3. And this is what I'm talking about. See, I literally just said it. You know, you get 2 quick outs here in the second inning, and then here he is now. He's losing focus again. He's not bearing down. He's losing focus, and now I even said it. Watch, he'll walk the next guy. 3-0 pitch is a strike on a 4-seamer, 3-1. But this is what, you can't walk the guy. You get 2 quick outs, stay focused, bear down, get out of the inning. He's in jeopardy of walking the hitter with 2 outs here. He needs a big pitch right here. Three-one count on Zach Geloff. Here's the pitch. There's a 4-seamer for a strike, but it's fouled off. 3-2. So full count on Zach Geloff. Boz is at the belt. Here's the pitch. Knuckle curve inside and high, ball 4. It's so frustrating. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's just bad baseball. It's so inconsistent. You have a guy, you're right there, and you're about to get out of an inning, a 1-2-3 inning, not throwing a lot of pitches, and then you walk the guy. A 2-out walk. So here's McNeil, the number 9 hitter. First pitch to him. Here it comes. There's a 4-seam fastball fouled off to the backstop. 0-1. 301 for Jeff McNeil in the season. 1 home run, 12 RBIs, 765 OPS. 0-1 pitch, no. Throw over the first. The runner is back. Oh, 1. Here it comes. There's a check swing. Oh, it's called a strike. It's called a strike. They're saying, I don't know if they're saying he foul tipped it. He checked his swing, and the umpire called it a strike. I don't know if he tipped it because it was a ball. It looked high, but the umpire called it a strike. So it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive right to the second baseman. Ground ball. Throw to first in time. And that's the inning, folks. No runs, no hits, a man left. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 A's. I always say line drive because off the bat, it looks like they hit it hard. But that was a pretty weak ground ball to the second baseman. Nice to have everybody here. We got 15 likes, 25 more to our goal. We got a shot at making that tonight, I think. I think we got a shot today at getting to 40 likes. What do you think, gang? Here it is, right there in the middle of the screen. Right? We got a shot right there. We're up to 16 now. Thank you. Got an outside chance. There's 11 of you in here with 16 likes. I've had this cough for a couple weeks now, and it's like, it's just lingering. I can't get it to fully go away. Just got like this small little cough right in here. Just a little bit congestion right in here that's triggering this just minor amount of cough that I'm getting. And obviously, as I talk, it kind of aggravates it. And that's why I'm coughing a little bit more during the game than I've been during the course of the day. So I apologize in advance, folks. Just bear with me. All right, coming up for the Orioles, it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Let's see if we can scratch a couple runs across the board here. Good to have everybody here. Here we have 17 likes on the day so far. That's great. All right, here we go. It'll be Basayo, Tavares, and Beavers. First pitch, swing and a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike one on Sam Basayo. .262 on the season, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball outside and high. Ball 1. 1-1. 1-1. Basayo's really heating up, guys. Got to give him credit. His batting average is up about 80 points. He was batting about 180 for a while there. He's up to 262. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball. Line drive, base hit into right field. And Basayo continues his torrid 3-week stretch. That's a great piece of hitting by Basayo right there. He lines it into right field for a base hit on a curveball that he had to go downstairs to get it, but he goes and gets it and serves it into right field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Birds. Here comes Leody Tavares. Let's see what he can do. First pitch. There's a fastball. Sinker for a strike. Outside part of the plate, but it catches the zone. 0-1. Tavares, 267 on the year, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. He's got an 801 OPS. His job right here is to get him to second at the very least. 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball. Cutter for a strike. Pardon me. Cutter outside, but catches the plate again. This one a little bit lower for strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on Leody Tavares here. Savali's at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Still 0-2. All right, Tavares is ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. That's going to run the count to 1-2. Langelier's got his body in front of that one. That's a good stop. Gets past him. It's going to put Basayo in scoring position, but it was a good stop by the catcher. One, two, here comes. Called strike 3 on a cutter on the outside part of the plate. And that's 1 down. Called strike 3 on Tavares. It's good he didn't challenge it because it's probably a strike. And that's 1 down in the inning. Called strike 3. Oh my. 1 down. Here comes Dylan Beavers. 229 on the year. 2 home runs, 11 RBI, 662 OPS. Curveball. Right there for a strike. 0-1. All right, Savali's 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inside corner. It looked like it got the plate, but it's called a ball high, so it's 1-1. So 1-1 count on Dylan Beavers. Here's the pitch. There's a sinker outside, but he fouls it off to the left. That's strike 2. 1-2 on Dylan Beavers. One-two pitch on the way. Look for a fastball in the outside corner. Let's see what he gives him. Here it comes. Yep, there's a strike called. It's called strike 3 on a cutter at the top of the zone. And Beavers doesn't pull the trigger, and he's called out on strike. So that's 2 quick outs. And that's back-to-back called strike 3 on the Orioles players. Yeah, Slicer, you can say the same thing about Dylan Beavers. And that's going to leave it up to Coby Mayo. First pitch to him is a cutter for a strike. 0-1. So that's back-to-back called strike 3 on the Orioles players. Not good at all, man. 0-1 count on Coby Mayo. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So quickly, 0-2 on Coby Mayo. Savali's ahead in the count. Let's see what he does here. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul off. Going to do it again. 0-2. They're setting up like they're trying to run the pitch inside on Mayo. Try to jam him. I think that's where they want to pitch him in. Don't let him extend his arms. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball outside and low. Good take by Coby Mayo. It was close, but it was off the plate, and he took it for a ball. 1-2. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no, he did not. Check swing on the curveball. He does not go. So he runs the count to even at 2-2 does Mayo. Let's see what he can do with it. 2-2 count. Man on first. He got there with the leadoff single. The Orioles have not been able to do anything with it. 2-2 pitch. Inside and way inside. Ball 3. 3-2. So kudos to Coby Mayo here. He's down 0-2 in the count. And he's now got it back to full with 3-2. Let's see what he can do with it. Sam Basayo will get a head start at first base. Let's see what Mayo can do here. He's going to step out. Orioles need some kind of clutch hit. 3-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Strike 3. And Mayo, oh my gosh, man, it's so frustrating to watch. No runs, one hit, a man left. Top of the third inning coming up. Mayo's like swinging for the fences on every single swing. That's your inning, guys. The Orioles get a leadoff single, and the next three guys up don't even put the ball in play. Called strike three, swinging strike three. So out of 8 hitters, 4 of the 8 hitters so far have struck out in this game. Not a good look for the Birds. All right, top of the third inning coming up. Shane Baz has got to do everything he can to keep this game as close as he can. Because right now the Orioles hitters are not looking good. Huh. But it's funny, at the beginning of the game we talked about, Rutschman and Basayo and how they both have been the best hitters on the team of late and how they're both really really hitting the ball well. And who's the two guys with the hits so far for the Orioles? Rutschman and Basayo. Rutschman with a double, Basayo with a single. Gunnar got a hit in the first inning, but it was an infield single. Yeah, Slicer, strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. It's the truth. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. That's just bad hitting. You can't even put a ball in play. All right, here's the first pitch. Fastball inside and low. Ball 1. 1-0. One-0 pitch inside on the fastball again. 2-0. And not Pate. What's not? Hey, Zach Chelik, welcome in. I'm sorry, buddy. You need to explain to me. And not Pate. I don't know what that is. At least I'm not understanding. 2-0 pitch coming up to Nick Kurtz back at the top of the lineup. And that's ball 3. So 3-0 on another four-seam fastball. There's one thing that pitchers have to do more than anything else. Fastball command. Everything's predicated off the fastball. If you have fastball command, your other pitches are going to help to get you out of innings and get you outs. But if you don't have fastball command, you're in trouble. 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. And that's outside. Ball 4. So Shane Baz comes right out in the top of the third inning in a 4-pitch walk to Nick Kurtz to lead off the inning. And that's going to bring Langeliers to the plate. He doubled or singled his first time up and drove in Nick Kurtz. So let's see if the Orioles can get an out here. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Line drive. Dive past the dive of the third baseman, Coby Mayo, into left field for a base hit. And just like that, the A's have first and second, nobody out. Langeliers is now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And it's first and second for Oakland, nobody out. A walk to Nick Kurtz, a single to Shane Langeliers. Tyler Siderstrom is going to step to the plate. Oh, my goodness gracious. Here's the first pitch to Soderstrom. Curveball inside and low, ball 1. My gracious, man. But it's why the Orioles' record is 5 games under 500. Inconsistent hitting, inconsistent pitching, inconsistent fielding. It's around the board. They do nothing well. 1-0 pitch. There's a curveball. Just off the plate, ball 2. So 2-0 count. Baz is just totally struggling. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a called strike on a sinker, low and away, but it catches the plate. 2-1. So right here, what you're looking for as the O's fans here, if you're Shane Baz, you're looking for a double play at somebody. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. So a 2-2 count on Soderstrom. Need a big pitch here. Here it comes. Curveball, swinging a foul back. 2-2. We're going to do it again. Hey, 18 likes, gang. Thank you very much. We're 2 away from being halfway to our goal of 40. 22 more. Well, yeah, 22 more. I guess 18 likes, right? Is it 18 or 19? 19 likes. Good job. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball, and that's fouled off. So Baz right now doesn't have that, what we call out pitch. You know, when pitchers are on, usually they'll have that one pitch that's an out pitch, the pitch that'll get you out of innings. And right now they just don't have that. Two-two pitch is fouled at the plate. Let's do it again. All right, 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball fouled at the plate again. So Soderstrom is hanging in there. He's making him work. Right now, Shane Baz has thrown 52 pitches through 2 innings. It's only 2 innings because he doesn't have any outs right now in the third. This is pitch number 9. 2-2 again. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. So Baz can't finish him off. He doesn't have that one pitch that's going to finish a batter off. He just can't. He can't get him to chase the curve, or at least not enough to swing and miss. And he can't get it past him with the fastball right now. And advantage to the hitter here because he's seeing a lot of pitches. 2-2. Here it comes. Swinging a foul again. That time it was a changeup, low and away, but Soderstrom got a piece of it. Wow, what an at-bat. This is going to be, what, pitch 11? Two-two. Here it comes. Curveball fouled off again. Fouls it down the first base line. My goodness, Soderstrom is battling here. Good crowd on hand today for the Orioles game. You hope the Orioles can reward them with a win. Here's the pitch. Check swing. It was high. It was a fastball high. He checked the swing. Third base umpire says no, he did not go. So it's ball 3. Let's take a look on the instant replay. Nah, he didn't go. Nope, he didn't go. So Soderstrom runs the count full. Baz can't lose him here. Got to make a pitch. Throw to second. Nope, he's back. It's been a long day. 18 likes. No, 19 likes. Thanks, gang. All right, full count on Soderstrom. I've said his name about 1,000 times. Here's the pitch. Foul. A sinker, and he fouls it off again. This is like pitch. This has got to be like pitch 14. This will be pitch 14 in this sequence. This will be the 14th pitch that Soderstrom has seen in this at-bat. Baz has got to get him. You can't lose him. Here's the pitch. Curveball pops him up. He should get out of this. Third baseman's calling it, and he's got it. And that's the first out. 14 pitches later, Shane Baz finally wins the battle. And that's one down. They're going to give him a break here. Adley's going to come out and talk to him to give him a minute to catch his breath. But man, 14 pitch sequence right there. I'm sorry, folks. That was something else. But at least he wins the battle. And that's the important thing. You know, that would be really, really deflating if Baz had lost him there. All right, here's Brent Rooker. He fouled out his first time up. Let's see if we can get him before it gets to pitch 14. Here is the first pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. 0-1 on a four-seam fastball. Excuse me. How's the sound, everybody? Let me know how the audio is besides my coughing. I apologize. All right, Brent Rooker's got a 0-1 count. We really need a ground ball at somebody right here. We need a quick out. 0-1 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Adley Rutschman. 1-1. So Brent Rooker's got a 1-1 count. Let's see if Baz can get out of this inning here. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball. Right field hit really well. At the wall. Gone! 3-run home run for Brent Rooker over the right field wall. And Shane Baz has totally imploded. My goodness. 4-0 Oakland, just like that. He leaves the ball up and out over the plate, and Brent Rooker just goes with it. He doesn't try to do too much with it, elevates it, and just serves it over the right field scoreboard into the bleachers or onto the flag court. And just like that, it's 4-0. Oh my goodness, that's just terrible, guys. Here's Cortez. First pitch to him is a changeup for a ball. 1-0. Man, that's just bad. Whew. My goodness. Shane Baz has just imploded. He's terrible. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. I don't even know what to say. Goodness gracious. It's 4-0. This ball game's already over. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 on Cortez. This game's over. I hate to say it, but I don't want you guys to leave. Hang in there. We can chat and we can keep calling the game, but 4-0, top of the third inning. The way the Orioles have been this year, this is not a game they come back from. 1-2, here it comes. There's a ground ball foul on a fastball. We're going to do it again. 1-2 again. That's just not good. It's just not. He's just not good. It's just that simple. Shane Baz, he's just not good. One, two, here it comes. Curveball is ground ball to the second baseman. Jackson's got it, throw to first, and that's the second out of the inning. But if there's one thing you got to notice about these games when we call them, and if you watch a lot of Orioles games, watch what the Orioles do when they get runners on, and how they fail, okay, and how they don't take advantage, and then watch what other teams do when they get runners in scoring position or get runners on base. Here's Wilson. First pitch to him is a fastball outside for a ball. 1-0. It sounds stupid. It sounds very elementary. But it's the difference between winning and losing. And that's why Oakland has a winning record. And the Orioles are about to go 6 games under 500. 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside again. Ball 2. I don't care how hard you throw. If you can't pitch in this game and make pitches to get guys out, it doesn't matter how hard you throw. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Outside again. Ball 3. Yeah, Slicer, you know what? 13 a year, though, in baseball terms, 13 a year isn't that bad. It's not. It really isn't that bad. What's up, Ronald Duffney? Welcome in. 3-0 pitch. And he walks him on 4 pitches. Oh, he called it a strike. Oh, my gosh. That ball was outside by about 4 inches, and yet the umpire called it a strike. Man, that was a gift to Shane Baz right there. It should have been a 4-pitch walk. But it's not. 3-1. Let's see if Baz can do anything with it. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the third base line. So 3-2. Ronald Duffney, welcome in. Ronald, I don't know if that was you or not, but thank you for the like. And we are now halfway to our goal. We now have 20 likes. We're halfway there. 50%. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Called strike 3, but Oakland is going to challenge it. It's a called strike 3, low in the zone. The hitter thinks he didn't get it, and it's a strike! Wilson, for the second time in the game, is challenged a called strike 3, and he loses both times, and now Oakland is out of challenges for the rest of the game. But you know what? Doesn't matter. The damage is done. 3-run homer by Brent Rooker. And the Oakland Athletics head to the bottom of the third inning with a 4-0 lead. All right, here's Jeremiah Jackson. First pitch to him is a called strike, 0-1. My point, Walt, is that O's don't think he's worth that. No, I don't think he's worth it either, Slicer. I agree. All right, 0-1 pitch. Jeremiah Jackson swings and a fly ball to center field. Going to be playable for the center fielder, and that is the first out. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup for Gunnar Henderson. I'll tell you what, I really would like to see all those people that were big Jeremiah Jackson fans. That said, oh my gosh, Jeremiah Jackson needs to be the starting second baseman. Jackson Holiday, trade him. I wonder how those people feel about Jeremiah Jackson now. The guy's down about 70 points in his batting average. Curveball, ball 1 to Gunnar Henderson, 1-0. I wonder where those people are now. If you're a Jeremiah Jackson fan, own up. He's been terrible. 1-0 pitch to Gunnar. There's a fastball or sinker on the inside part of the plate for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, I told folks, I said, look, you're talking about a small sample size. There's a reason Jeremiah Jackson is not a starter in this league. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside on a splitter. 2-1. And that's why. You know, he's a decent utility bit player that plays once a week, maybe once every other week. He's not an everyday player. 2-1 pitch. That's off the plate on a cutter. 3-1 to Gunnar. No, Slyster, I don't think that Boz, if he continues to pitch the way he's pitching, is anything worth that. I agree. But I think the Orioles paid him based on what they think is potential. And right now he's not living up to it. 3-1 pitch. There's a called strike on a cutter, 3-2. Taylor Ward's on deck. Taylor Ward's going to have to start getting a little bit more aggressive in the count and start trying to swing a little bit more. I agree with you, Slyster. He needs to start putting the bat on the ball a little bit more. 3-2 pitch to Gunnar. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. Line drive. Caught by the first baseman. Nice play. And that is 2 quick outs. It was a line drive down to the first base side. First baseman made a nice play. Catches it in the air. And that's 2 down. Here comes Taylor Ward. 0 for 1. Grounded into the double play his first time up. First pitch. Off the plate, but called a strike on a sinker. It looked like it was off the plate, but it's called a strike. 0-1 on Taylor Ward. My goodness. Orioles. 0-1 pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. 1-1. One count on Taylor Ward. Here's the pitch. There's a curveball inside. Ball 2. 2-1. So a 2-1 count to Taylor Ward. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's off the plate and low. Ball 3. 3-1. Yeah, it's funny. Oddly enough, I really don't think Taylor Ward likes to swing the bat. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. It was a sinker on the outside part of the plate. Just misses the plate. So that's a 2-out walk for Taylor Ward. That's going to bring Rutschman to the plate. Rutschman's been hot. Let's see if the Orioles can do anything with this. Yeah, Taylor Ward, Slyster, is one of those players. He's fine. He's a 20 to 25 home run guy. I think everybody's caught up on what he did last year. He's not a 36 home run guy. If you're expecting that, I think you're kidding yourself. First pitch to Rutschman. Curveball, strike, just at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. I never thought he was that guy. Last year, he never hit that many home runs before last year. I think he's more of a 20 to 25 guy. Obviously, he's way off that pace right now. But, he's not the guy that's going to take us over the top. There's called strike 2 on a cutter on the outside part of the plate. So Rutschman is quickly down 0-2. Yeah, I don't think Taylor Ward is the guy that's going to take us and put us over the top. I think that that's what Pete Alonso was supposed to be. I think he was signed for that big money because he was the guy that the Orioles were hoping were going to put him over the top. Or be that one missing piece. 0-2 pitch. Nope. Throw over the first. Taylor Ward is back. Oh-2 pitch. Here it comes. Inside part of the plate just misses. Savali is not happy. He thought he had a strike 3 right there. It's called a ball on a cutter. He thought he had strike 3, but it's called a ball. One-two. Here it comes. There's a line drive or a fly ball. That's going to be caught by the center fielder, and that's the last out of the inning. No runs, no hits, a man left. Top of the 4th coming up. 4-0 Oakland. Okay, so Slyster, 25 homer guy. Well, I said 20 to 25. So let's look at that. So over the past 4 seasons, Taylor Ward, 23, 14, 25, 36. So 20 to 25 home runs on average is what he's been averaging over the last 4 seasons. No, I don't expect him to be a 30 to 35 home run guy, but 20 to 25, yeah, absolutely. I think he can be that guy. He's shown he can be that guy. 23, 14, 25, 36. Average that out. What do you average that out to over the last 4 seasons? 23, 14, 25, 36. That's 98. Divided by 4, that's 24.5 a season. 20 to 25 home runs. Yeah, I think he's that guy. He's not playing like that guy, I agree, but the stats and the history are there that he can do that, and he should do that. So, yeah, over the past 4 seasons, he's averaged 24.5 home runs a year. So, that's why I'm saying last year, 36 was an anomaly. He's not that guy. But can he be 20 to 25? Absolutely. Absolutely he can. But he's not playing like it, I would agree. Pete Alonso averages 40 home runs a year. Is he a 40 home run guy right now? No, absolutely not. But do I expect him to be a 30 to 35 guy? Absolutely. So, again, it's still a small sample size. This is only May 9th. I think, if this was July and he's stuck on 1 home run, then I'd be severely pissed. But it's May 9th. Shane Baz, fastball, up and in, ball 1, 1-0. What I'm more worried about and more upset about is just the record of the Orioles. They're about to fall 6 games under 500. At some point you can't win a pennant you can't win a division or a playoff spot in April and May, but you can lose it. There's a knuckle curve for a strike, 1-1. And that's the thing right now with the Birds is they're about to go 6 games under 500. They're going to be 10 games back of the Yankees on May 9th. 1-1 pitch in the dirt on a knuckle curve, 2-1. Wait, that's a terrible pitch. So the entire team, for the most part, save a couple guys here and there, have underperformed the entire season. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a knuckle curve for a strike. 2-2. I was a Mike Elias guy. I was an apologist for Mike Elias. But I did say that this was his year. If they didn't play well and if they didn't win a playoff game and go deep in the playoffs, that he would have to go. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He got him. And I got to be honest with you. At the rate the Orioles are going right now, I think this has to be it for Mike Elias. This is year 8 of the rebuild. And the Orioles haven't even won a playoff game in his tenure. And at some point that has to be, something has to give. How long do you give a guy before you say, hey, time's up? It didn't work. So here's Geloff. Check swing at the plate. 0-1. And we're about there. Unless the Orioles do some kind of huge turnaround and make the playoffs and win a series and go deep in the playoffs, I don't think Mike Elias comes back. Goodbye, faithfuls. I'm done. Leister, I get it. I totally get it. I would be frustrated. I am frustrated. I totally get it. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-1. I have no problem with you being upset. Totally get it. I would be too. They have not played well this year at all. It's been a frustrating season. Frustrating season in 2 seasons, really. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball for a strike. 1-2. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3 on a knuckle curve. So again, here we go. We talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. 2 quick outs here in the inning. Can he get out of it, though? That's the thing. He gets 2 quick outs. Can you stay focused? Can you stay locked in and get the final out? And get out of an inning 1, 2, 3 with no damage. Here's McNeil. First pitch, high and inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. So again, here he goes. He's got quickly 0-2 count. All right, 1-2 count on on McNeil. Boz is ready. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back. We're going to do it again. 1-2. Halfway to our mark of 40 likes, guys. We got 20. We're almost there. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Line drive. Foul down the left field line. We're going to do it again. Boz is at pitch 86 through 3 2/3 innings. 86 pitches in 3 2/3 innings. Mercy. Here it comes. Pop up. Looks like it's going to get out of play. We're going to do it again. Shane Boz is going to be at 100 pitches before the end of the 5th inning. Unless he does something spectacular. 1-2, here it comes. There's a line drive center field. Tavares is on his horse, and he's going to get there for the final out. So finally, Shane Boz with a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 4-0 Oakland. Sad news out of the world of baseball today. Legendary Hall of Fame manager Bobby Cox passed away today. Bobby Cox, I think he was 84, 85 years old, something like that. Bobby Cox passed away today. Great manager, won a World Series with the Atlanta Braves. All those seasons in Atlanta, 14 straight, I think it was 14 straight division titles, World Series championship in, 95? And passed away today. So sad news on Bobby Cox. Good guy, great manager. Did a lot for the game. I think he managed Toronto for a while, too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Toronto. But, Bobby Cox passed away today. Hey, we made it to 21 likes. Woohoo! We're getting there. All right. Good job. Clean up my mess a little bit. Well, we got a second here. We are in sunny Florida. It's in the 90s down here today. How's the weather where you are? Let us know in the chat. What's the weather like where you are? Let us know where you're from. There's 10 of you in here right now. We had a big number the other night. We had like 50 people watching, or 50, 60 people watching the other night in the Marlins game. It's a Saturday afternoon. Most people are probably out having a good time, so I totally get it. But glad to have all of you in here. Let us know where you're from. Let us know what the weather's like where you are. We have sunny and 93 today. We really need rain. Really would like to see I hate to say it, but we really need a couple days of just straight heavy rain. All right, first pitch to Pete Alonso is a swing and a miss strike, 0-1. We really do. We need like 2 to 3 days of just straight rain, where it just rains all day. Cloudy all day, heavy rain, and just soaks everything to the core. We really need it. 0-1 pitch to Alonso. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball. Dribbler up third base side. Third baseman charges. Throw to first. In the dirt, but nice scoop by the first baseman. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Yeah, it's in the 90s here, Jeannie. It's been hot. We really need rain. And actually, I take that back. It's not 93. It's 90. But it is cloudy. Now, they're calling for rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I really hope we get it. All right, here's Basayo. First pitch swinging. Line drive just over the outstretched glove of the second baseman into right field for another base hit for Samuel Basayo. He hit that ball at 111 miles an hour, and that's a one-out base hit. Basayo's 2 for 2 in the game. And he just continues his torrid stretch. He's now up to 275. Man, he can really hit, guys. If he can manage his weight and stay in good shape, he's going to be a hitter. Here's Tavares. First pitch. Curveball, swinging, a miss, strike one, 0-1. Because Basayo is one of those guys that worries me. He teeters on becoming a Ryan Howard, Mo Vaughn, Pablo Sandoval type. He's a big guy, but he borderlines becoming out of shape, overweight. Oh, lays down a bunt, Tavares. Good bunt down third base side. Throw to first by the third baseman. He got him. Nice play. Got to give credit where it's due. Tavares tried to bunt for a base hit. The third baseman charged. It was a good bunt. But the third baseman charges, barehands it, throws a strike to first base, and gets the out. Got him by a step. Now, it does move the runner up. So the Orioles have a runner in scoring position with 2 down. And it's going to be up to Dylan Beavers to do something here. Here's the pitch to Beavers. Outside on a cutter. Ball 1. 1-0. Really need a base hit here. Orioles have got to chip away at this 4-0 lead. If they have any opportunity of coming back in this game, it starts right now. Another opportunity to get a run right here. You got to capitalize. 1-0 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 2. Orioles right now have only had one opportunity of runners in scoring position. They're 0 for 1. This is their second opportunity. 2-0 pitch coming right here. There's a cutter for a strike. 2-1. The shadows are right now are kind of in between home plate and the pitcher's mound, which is usually not good for the hitters. It makes it hard to see. 2-1 count. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. That would have been ball 3, but Beavers chased it. So strike 2 on him. 2-2 count on Dylan Beavers. It was a ball inside. I don't know why he's swinging. That was definitely a ball. So instead of 3-1, it's 2-2. Here it comes. That is a curveball low and outside, ball 3. Coby Mayo on deck. So a full count on Dylan Beavers right here. Let's see what they can do with it. Here's pitch. Inside, ball 4, just inside. He takes it. That pitch was just inside, but it's a walk for Dylan Beavers, and the Orioles are still alive in this inning. And now it's going to be up to Coby Mayo to try to come up with a big at-bat right here. And again, this is one of those situations, in my opinion, where you have to understand the situation of the game here. Mayo's got to shorten his swing, make contact, keep the carousel going. Get a hit. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike, 0-1. If you're going to have a hittable pitch, that might have been the one right there. That one was right down the middle, but Mayo takes it. So 0-1 count on him. Good crowd at Oriole Park today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a foul ball back. I'm sorry. So quickly 0-2 on Mayo. He is really looking lost at the plate. His total approach at the plate is mind-boggling bad. It just really is bad. Maybe he'll make a liar out of me here, but he takes good pitches and swings at bad pitches. And every time he swings like he's trying to swing through his shoes or out of his shoes. And now he's down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 right down the middle. Cutter right down the middle, and Mayo takes it, and that's the inning, folks. And you can see the frustration on the Orioles players right there. Top of the fifth coming up. Still 4-0. The O's blow an opportunity right there. Man. I mean, yeah, it's just bad. That's just bad. That's just bad baseball. Just that simple. It's just that simple. It's just bad. Nothing else you can say. Mayo is, Coby Mayo was saying, and I even said it, you got to give him an opportunity and sink or swim. And I still firmly believe that. I stand by that. There's a highly touted prospect who mashed at AAA, and he had nothing left to prove. And I said that the Orioles needed to play him every day and let him either sink or swim. And he is sinking. It's just that simple. I mean, he's not even showing signs. He had a 3-game stretch where he had 3 home runs in 3 games and has really done much of nothing since. Same with Colton Cowser. If Jordan Westburg and Jackson Holliday are healthy, Mayo and Colton Cowser are not on this team right now. They're at AAA. But the time is coming where the Orioles are going to have to make a really hard decision on Coby Mayo because he has one option left. So if the Orioles option him back to the minor leagues, okay, fine. He has one left, so they can do that. They can option him back. But after that option expires, they have no more options with him. So if they call him back up and he struggles again and they want to send him back down again, they would have to let him clear waivers. And I don't know that he'll clear waivers. So Coby Mayo's time with the Orioles might be coming to an end. We'll see. But we're into the top of the 5th inning. Oakland has a 4-0 lead over the Orioles. The Orioles have 4 hits and no runs. Oakland has 4 hits and 4 runs. Take what you want from that. First pitch to Nick Kurtz is fouled back, 0-1. Oakland has the same amount of hits as the Orioles, 4, but they have 4 runs. 0-1 pitch, here it comes. There's a cutter or changeup outside, ball 1, 1-1. And again, I'm sorry to beat on the Orioles. I don't mean to beat a guy when he's down, but it's the same stuff night after night. 1-1, here it comes. Fly ball center field or right center field. That ball's hit really well. That's going to be off the wall. Beavers has got it. He's going to throw into second. It's not going to be in time, and that's a leadoff double for Nick Kurtz. It was a changeup low, and he just went down and got it. It's a good piece of hitting. He didn't try to do too much. He just went down and got it. Hit it off the top of the wall for a leadoff double. Here's Langoliers. He's 2 for 2 in the game. 2 singles with an RBI and a run scored. Here's pitch. Fastball high and outside. Ball 1. And Nick Kurtz steals third. Wow, look at that. Didn't even look at him, and Kurtz takes third base. Didn't even look at him. And the Orioles don't even make an attempt, and that's a stolen base. Unbelievable. So now a man on third, nobody out. 1-0 pitch to Langoliers. High, ball 2, 2-0. Shane Baz is just unraveling in front of our very eyes, folks. My goodness. (2-0), here it comes. There's a curveball strike at the plate. Well, he fouls it off at the plate. 2-1. My goodness. Hey, thanks for the like. Thank you, gang. We're at 22. We got 18 to go. We got a shot. We got a shot. (2-1) pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. Well, fly ball, center field. Fairly deep. Tavares has got it. The runner's going. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. And Nick Kurtz steals home, basically. That's a manufactured run right there, folks. Good play by Oakland, by the Athletics. Got to give them credit. Kurtz with the leadoff double. The Orioles aren't paying attention to him, so he walks into third base with a steal. And then Langoliers just does what the Orioles can't do. He gets the bat on the ball, gets a fly ball, and gets a sac fly and another run home. It's just fundamental baseball that the Orioles sorely lack. All right, first pitch to Soderstrom is a pop-up to the first baseman. Alonso's calling it. He's got it. That's the second out. 2 down. But that is the difference between the Orioles and other teams right now. Those teams are playing good fundamental baseball. The Orioles are not. It's almost like they're sleepwalking in these games. And it's just a manufactured run by Oakland, and it's good baseball on their part and bad baseball on the Orioles. Brent Rooker, 3-run homer last time up. Fastball outside, ball 1, 95 miles an hour. Again, he throws it 95. Who cares? It's a foot outside, right? Velocity. Today's game has changed so much. So 1-0 count to Brent Rooker. Here's the pitch. Another fastball, 95, outside again, ball 2. He's missing off the plate, folks, for those that can't see. He's missing by about that much off the plate. It's not like he's missing by this much. He's off by this much. So a 2-0 count. There it comes. Fastball again, outside, ball 3. He missed by about that much that time. So he's thrown 3 fastballs, 95 or faster, and they're not even close to the plate. They're not even competitive. Brent Rooker doesn't even have to think about swinging at those pitches. So a 3-0 count. If I'm Rooker, I'm swinging away. 3-0 pitch. Yep, he's swinging away. Fouls it off. 3-1. I'd be swinging away. You got a 5-0 lead. He can't throw strikes. He needs to throw a strike. Swing away. See if you can get something to hit. And he just misses it. So a 3-run count, a 3-1 count on Brent Rooker. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, time called. Oh! That's a pitch time violation on Shane Baz, and that's going to be ball 4. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And here comes Craig Albernaz. He's going to come get him. That's it. Here comes the manager. They're going to pull him. A 3-1 count, and then he doesn't pay attention to the pitch clock, and he walks the guy on a pitch clock violation. That's just terrible. Shane Baz has had 10 pitch clock violations since 2025. 10 times he's been called for that since 2025. That's terrible. All right, pitching change, 5-0 Oakland. What a terrible baseball team. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to run downstairs. I'll be right back. Hang in there. Talk amongst each other. Yay, welcome in, everybody. How many are in here? Hey, we got 13 people watching. Thanks. 22 likes. Lou Trevino is in the game for the Orioles. Okay. All right, here we go. Cortez is at the plate. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. 1-0. It's a sinker inside for a ball. 1-0 to Cortez. Oh, my goodness. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's a changeup inside and low. Ball 2. 2-0. Jack. Welcome in, Jack. I hate being an Orioles fan sometimes. Me too, Jack. Welcome in, though. Good to have you here. Ravens. I'm not a Ravens fan. Unfortunately, I'm not a Ravens fan. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. But welcome in. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-1. Jack, welcome in. I hope you subscribe. Give us a like and come back for more baseball. We're going to be calling another game. Good to have you here. So a 2-1 count on Cortez. Trevino is set. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive, base hit. Yes, that's down for a base hit. It's off the wall. Beavers gets to it quickly. The runner's going to hold it third. That's going to be a 2-out double for Cortez. And Oakland's about to blow this game wide open. 2-out double. It's now second and third for Oakland. Got to be honest, it wasn't necessarily a bad pitch. Cortez went down and got it. And just a good at bat. So second and third. And here's Wilson. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside part of the plate on the cutter. 1-0. 0-1, I mean. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? Umpire at first base says he did. 0-2. Hey, Heather, what's up? Welcome in, Heather. Good to see you, dear. Heather says she's a Guardians fan. I understand. I totally get it. Thanks, Heather. Good to see you. Give us a like as you're coming in. Good to see you. Please. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Wow, Wilson's had a terrible day. He struck out 3 times. Twice on strikeouts, he challenged, called strike 3s, and lost both challenges. And that time, he strikes out on 3 pitches. Stay positive, yeah. I follow the NFL, Jack. Yes, I follow the NFL very closely. All right, bottom of the 5th coming up, 5-0 Oakland. After the bottom of the 5th, we'll give a scoreboard look around Major League Baseball. What's up, Heather? Good to see you. Hi, Gregory. I don't know if you're there, but hi, buddy. We got 23 likes. We got a shot at 40. 17 more. I think we can do it. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Heather's in here, Jeannie, whoever's in here. Happy Mother's Day to your mom, or to you if you are a mom, or a grandmom, or a surrogate mom. Who knows? Whatever you might be, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. May your day tomorrow be wonderful. My guys took me out to lunch for Mother's Day since we'll be visiting my mom tomorrow. Nice, Heather. Well, good. I hope it was fun. I hope you had a good Mother's Day or a good lunch for Mother's Day. Good for you. Bottom of the 5th, the Orioles need some runs. Here's Jeremiah Jackson leading off. First pitch to him is a cutter for a strike. 0-1. It's the 9-1-2 hitters for the Orioles. Jackson, Henderson, Taylor Ward, and Rutschman if it gets that far. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up down the first base side. It's going to be trouble, and it drops! It drops in! Jackson's going to turn and go to... No, he stays at first. Wow, Jeremiah Jackson should have been on second base. How are you not at second on that ball? Oh my goodness, it went down the right field line, and it fell in for a base hit. And then the right fielder, he bobbles it, and it gets away from him, and Jackson, I'm surprised. He should be on second. But that's all right. Leadoff single. Here's Gunnar. First pitch to him is a cutter for a strike, 0-1. I mean, we'll take what we can get right now. But the Orioles are going to have to start making things happen if they want to get back in this game. All right, a 0-1 count to Gunnar. Man on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that's a check swing strike right there. He fouls it off. Quickly 0-2. I think the issue, the Orioles just can't get anything going offensively. Every player that steps to the plate is trying to hit 3-run home runs with nobody on base. 0-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul again. I truly believe that. It feels like every time an Orioles player comes to the plate, he's trying to hit a grand slam with nobody on base. It's like, just do your job. Your job is to hit the ball and get on. If you hit a home run, great, but hit the ball and get on base. Then have confidence in the next guy up. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive, and that's down for a base hit down the right field line. The runner's going to go to third. Gunner's going to turn. Is he going to go to second? No, he stays at... Did he stay at first? He did stay at first. Or no, did he go to... He did go to second. It's a double for Gunnar. They didn't show it on the screen. I couldn't tell if he went. So that's a double for Gunnar. And now the Orioles have second and third. Nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. They have a chance here. Gunnar went down and got it and just served it into right field. Good piece of hitting. He didn't try to do too much. Just took what he got, serves it, goes into right field, and serves it in and gets a double. So second and third for the O's. That's going to bring Taylor Ward to the plate. Here's first pitch to him inside. Ball 1. 1-0. They need Taylor Ward to swing the damn bat right here. Pardon my language. Swing the bat, Ward. Let's go. Put the ball in the air. A double in the gap would be nice right here. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul off. 1-1. I almost feel like, Slyster, you said it earlier. It's true. I almost feel like Taylor Ward's afraid to swing the bat. He's got a golden opportunity for 2 RBIs right here. One pitch. Inside and high. Ball 2. 2-1. Wait, did he call it a strike or did he call it a ball? Okay, it was a ball. Ball 2. 2-1. And Oakland can't challenge at this point. They're out of challenges. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball for a strike. 2-2. Aaron Savali has really pitched a good game to this point. He really has. 2-2. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. So we're going to do it again. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and way high and outside. Ball 3. So a full count on Taylor Ward right here. Rutschman's on deck with Pete Alonso following. Golden opportunity right here for the Orioles to get back in this game. Can they capitalize, though? Can Taylor Ward have a really good at-bat right here and keep this going? Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. He's staying alive. Again, you don't have to do a lot right here if you're Taylor Ward. Just if you get a good pitch to hit, just put a good piece of wood on it and see if you can get a base hit somewhere. No strikeout. That's the first thing. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Ball 4 high. He walks him. That's going to give the Orioles the bases loaded with nobody out, folks. And your big hired gun, the guy that you paid tons of money, is on deck. Rutschman's at the plate. Probably your hottest hitter right now is Adley Rutschman. Coming to the plate is Rutschman, who's like just on a tear. He's batting .329 on the season. He's 1 for 2 in this game. And here's the Orioles' opportunity right now to get right back in this game. If you're Adley Rutschman right now, your job is to get a hit. That's it. We don't need a grand slam here. We need Rutschman. Now, he's a .407 hitter. He's got 3 grand slams, 37 RBIs in his career. So he's a good hitter with the bases loaded. But the most important thing out of Rutschman right here is no out. No strikeout. Don't get out. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate on the cutter. It looked like a ball, but it was called a strike. 0-1. It looks like it would have got the plate. So 0-1 count on Rutschman right here. Don't try to do too much, Rutschman. Adley, just a base hit. Here we go. 0-1. There's a ground ball. Foul down the first base line. Oh, my. So quickly 0-2 on Rutschman here. Rutsch does have a grand slam this year. He hit one against Houston. That was from the right side of the plate. Again, you're now down in the count 0-2, so you've got to change your mindset. Defensive swings. Keep the at-bat alive. Make contact. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says he did not, so it's ball 1. 1-2. Hey, Darnell, welcome in. Run home. I am home. I don't need to run home. 1-2 pitch. There's a foul ball off to the right. We're going to do it again. 1-2. Welcome in, Darnell. Hey, we got like 17 people watching. 25 likes. Thanks, everybody. Be sure to give us a like as you come in. I hope you subscribe and come back for more. 5-0 Oakland, but the Orioles are threatening. 1-2 pitch. Pop up. Oh, that would have been ball 2. 92 mile an hour fastball. Rutschman could not lay off, but he fouls it back. What's up, Chris? Welcome in, buds. Hey, guys. Sorry, just getting to hold home now. Was running errands and doing family stuff, and still I'm a little bit wanted to give the channel a boost. Welcome in, Chris. Good to have you here. 1-2 pitch. Way outside on the cutter. Ball 2. 2-2. So I think for Savali, that was pitch number 88. This will probably be his last hitter. But Rutschman's got to make him pay right here. 2-2 count. Just get the bat on the ball, Rutsch. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Good take by Rutschman. Slow your heart rate down. Calm yourself down. Stay back as long as you can. See the pitch for as long as you can. And then make a swing decision. And right now, Rutschman's he's going back to 3-2. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Foul. He's staying alive. This is what I like to see. He's not over swinging. He's doing what he's got to do to keep the at-bat alive, Rutschman is right here. He's not trying to do too much. This will be his 9th pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. After all that, a cutter and Rutschman cannot make contact, and that's strike 3. That is a huge, huge out, and it's been the Achilles heel of the Orioles all season. When you need to put a ball in play, they just don't put the ball in play. First pitch to Alonso is inside and high, ball 1, 1-0. Rutschman's job right there is just put the ball in play, something to get a run home, and he can't do it. Orioles are 0 for 3 now with runners in scoring position in this game. 1-0 pitch to Pete. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. Anybody else have a feeling like the Orioles have got bases loaded, nobody out, and they're not going to score a run? Anybody else feel like that right now? I hate to say it. That's how I feel. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. High. Ball 2. 2-1. I don't know why. I just... the at-bat with Rutschman sets up the rest of the inning. Because now, a ground ball double play, and you're out of the inning. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. Alonso, shallow left field. In comes the left fielder. That's going to do absolutely nothing. The runners have to hold. So, Adley Rutschman strikes out. Pete Alonso pops up. And just like that, bases loaded, nobody out. And the Orioles now have bases loaded, 2 outs, and they can do absolutely nothing. But, to the Orioles' credit, right now their hottest hitter is at the plate. Here comes Samuel Basallo. He is 2 for 2 in this game. He is now up to 275 on the season. He has really been hitting well. But you know what? Big players in big moments, and this is a big moment. Let's see what Basallo can do. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball, foul down the first base side. Again, I say this all the time. If you're a clutch guy, in the big moments when your team really needs to hit, that's when you got to get the hit. The 2 base hits earlier by Basallo, great. Okay, they came with 2 outs, 1 out, nobody on. Can you do it in the big moment? Bases loaded, 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Pop up. Shallow left field. Left fielder's going to get there. He's got it, and the Orioles do absolutely nothing. That's terrible baseball. Terrible baseball. Top of the 6th inning coming up. The Orioles got nothing with the bases loaded and nobody out. Nothing. Not even, they got nothing. That's just terrible. Rutschman, Alonso, and Basallo, your 3, 4, 5 hitters. The heart of your lineup. And they can't even get 1 run home. All right, let's go around Major League Baseball and do a score update. That's bad baseball, guys. Top of the 9th inning, the Blue Jays are killing the Angels 14-1. Bottom of the 6th, Reds lead the Astros 3-1. Middle of the 6th, Nationals with a 4-2 lead over the Marlins. Everything else is later. Yeah, everything else is later tonight. Later tonight, you got the Rockies at the Phillies, Twins at the Guardians, Cubs at the Rangers, Tigers at the Royals, Mariners at the White Sox, Yankees at the Brewers, Mets at the Diamondbacks, Cardinals at Padres, Pirates at Giants, Braves at Dodgers. Rays Red Sox were postponed. Whew, man. Bad baseball team. I don't even know what to say. It's horrendous baseball. Jackson comes up, gets a base hit. Gunnar comes up, gets a double. Taylor Ward walks. Oh, Jack, no. You don't want to... Hey, bad baseball is better than no baseball. I want a baseball team. All right, here's Butler. First pitch swinging is a strike, 0-1. I would be absolutely heartbroken and crushed if the Orioles left town. All right, 1-1 count on Butler. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's inside, ball 2. A 2-1 pitch. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder Beavers is going to get there. And that's the first out of the inning. All right, so 1 down. Trevino's still in the game. Here's Geloff. First pitch to him is inside and low. Ball 1. 1-0. Jack. 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball. Baltimore chop. Third baseman Mayo can't even get it. He swipes at it and swings and misses, and that's going to be an infield hit for Zach Geloff. No, I've never played professional baseball in my life, but I have played as high as college. So I have played baseball before for many years, so I know the game well. But no, Jack, not every team's going to be good. I mean, that's just the case. But no, I'd much rather have a team than not have a team at all. So, I mean, hey, you're totally entitled to your opinion, but good Lord, I couldn't even imagine not having the Orioles in town. Inside on the cutter. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 1, 1-0. Baltimore was without a football team for years when the Colts left town in, what was it, 83? They didn't get the Ravens until, 96, 13 years? Ask Baltimore fans if they want to be without a football team. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball foul. 1-1. Your team is your team is your team. Thick and thin, win or lose, you have to stick with your team. You can't just be a bandwagon fan. In other words, you like them when they win. You don't want nothing to do with them when they lose. But are you really truly a fan at that point? All right, here's McNeil. 1-1 count. Nope, throw over the first. Not in time. He's back. Here's a pitch. Fly ball, right field, hit well. Looks like it's going to get out of play, and it is going to get out of play. Yeah, 96. Yep, that's what I said. Here's another foul ball. 1-2 again. Well, Jack, that's fine. And I don't know what your age is. I mean, I started following baseball around the year 1976. So I've been following for a while. And I've seen good and bad baseball. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. That's the second out of the inning, gang. So 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. I'm not a Ravens fan. I've never been a Ravens fan. I wasn't a Colts fan. I am a Rams fan. I'm a Rams fan. All right, here's first pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman by Nick Kurtz. Throw to first in time. Ooh, there goes my cough again. He got out of it. So there you go. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left. Well, 1 man left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 5-0 Athletics. I'm a Rams fan. I just don't like the Ravens. Never have. I don't know. I just don't. I've never liked the Ravens. Never been a fan of them. They're not really even our team. I've from day one. Since you've asked, Jack, I'm going to be honest with you. Baltimore fans were so mad when the Colts left town and they said Indianapolis stole our team. And then we did the exact same thing to Cleveland. And that just never sat well with me. You don't do that. You complain and complain and complain about your team being stolen from you, and then you go do the exact same thing. I just don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. But it doesn't matter. I was a Rams fan since 1978, 79. I don't know. I was a kid back then. I was 8 years old, and I liked the colors. I liked the name, and I liked the logo on the hat, on the helmet. What fans do at that time. And I didn't like the Colts. They weren't good. And I liked the Rams, and I stuck with them ever since. Jack, be nice. What I would ask Jack is one thing I always say in here, and I get it. If people don't like that, that's fine. I'm not here to make money off my channel, but I am here to have fun and then to enjoy baseball. So what I would ask when you come in, be respectful, be courteous, be nice to people. Cleveland fans are Cleveland fans, just like Baltimore fans are Baltimore fans. People are people. And we have very good mods in here, and they monitor this very well. All right, Hogan Harris in the game. He's doing a quick prayer saying, "Dear Lord, please help me to not give up this 5-0 lead." We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Orioles are actually out hitting Oakland 6-5, but they don't have a run on the board. All right, here's Tavares. First pitch to him. There's a called strike on a fastball right there, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here it comes. Curveball. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's got a charge. Quick throw. In time to get Tavares, and that's the first out. All right, Jack. Have a good one. Take care. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0. I understand, Jack. It is hard to watch. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Dylan Beavers. Oh, yeah, Jen's great, Jeannie. 27 likes tonight, gang. We're only 13 off our mark. We got a shot. There's another strike. Another 4-seamer, and that's a called strike. 1-1 on Dylan Beavers. Orioles are running out of chances, gang. I really think last inning, bases loaded, nobody out, was their opportunity. Swing and a miss, strike. 1-2 on Dylan Beavers. I think at some point, the losing becomes contagious. Or just second nature, where they're just like, ho-hum, we lost again. 1-2. Outside and low, ball 2. 2-2. And I like that they're letting Dylan Beavers hit here. They could pinch hit Tyler O'Neill right now, but I'm glad they're not. They're letting Dylan Beavers hit against the lefty. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. I think that's smart. These guys got to learn to hit lefties, period. Beavers, Basayo, Gunnar, Jackson Holiday when he gets back up. They have to learn to hit lefties. You got to learn it. Here it comes. 3-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's a good pitch. But again, if you're a hitter right there, what do you do with a pitch like that? Get the bat on it, foul it off, keep the at-bat alive. All right, here's Coby Mayo. He's been horrendous today. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a foul, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 0-2. So, just like that, we have 2 strikes on Coby Mayo. Let's see what he can do. Outside on the curveball. Ball 1. 1-2. 1-2 count on Coby Mayo. Looking to try to get something going. The Orioles got to start chipping away here. Here's a pitch. In the dirt on the curveball. Ball 2. 2-2. $29 likes, though. We got a shot at 30. 2-2 count on Coby Mayo. Let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul again. Again, he's swinging so hard on every pitch. I just don't agree with that. Okay, if you hit a home run, it's 5-1. Just get a good hit. Called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate on Coby Mayo. Fastball, inside part of the plate, and he doesn't even offer at it, and that's strike 3. Top of the 7th inning coming up, folks. A's 5, Orioles haven't even shown up. That's just heartbreaking. Man, bad baseball by the O's, man. Just bad baseball. Hey, we picked up some subscribers. We're 4. Hey, we picked up 4 subscribers. That's awesome. Thanks, gang. We actually got a shot at hitting 1,300 today. That's amazing. I don't know if we'll get 4 more, but we might. That's really cool. Thank you all very much. We got an outside shot here of getting to 1,300 today. Top of the 7th inning coming up. Five nothing Oakland. I keep saying Oakland. I'll probably say Oakland. Hey, we got 31 likes, 9 to go. We got a shot. That's awesome. Thanks, gang. I keep saying Oakland. I'll probably say Oakland forever. Be honest with you. That's like the Indians. I don't call them the Guardians. I still call them the Indians. We're up to 31 likes. Thank you, gang. All right, Trevino is still in the game. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Langoliers. He's 2 for 2 in the game. He's also got a sac fly. He's got a couple RBIs, a run scored. He's had a good game. 0-1, here it comes. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate on a sinker. 0-2. That was definitely a strike. Oakland can't, the A's can't, they can't challenge at this point. They've wasted their challenges. Not that it seems to matter. They're up 5-0, and the Orioles can't get anything going offensively. So Trevino's got an 0-2 count on him here. Let's see if we can put him away. Here it comes. Outside on a cutter. 1-2. One-two pitch. Outside again. Ball 2. So from 0-2 to 2-2, Trevino's trying to get Langoliers for the first out here in the top of the 7th. Let's see if he can do it. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. So 2-2 again. That was a sinker at 96. Yeah, thank you for subscribing, new subscribers, for sure. Thank you very much. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. Shallow center field. Second baseman's going out. Center fielder's coming in. He's going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning. 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Trevino's come in, and he's pitched, to his credit, he's pitched pretty well. He's kept it at 5-0 and, kept it right there. And unfortunately, the Orioles bats haven't been able to do anything with it, but he's kept it right there. There's a curveball for a strike, or sweeper for a strike, 0-1. Here's Soderstrom. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Quickly 0-2. Trevino's first outing, he was terrible. He got went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 6 runs, but he's been good today. He's kept Oakland off the board. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on another cutter. Strike 3. 2 quick outs. That was nice. So he's gotten his. It's funny, but Trevino's gotten his ERA down from an ERA of 54 down to an ERA of 23. So he's kind of cut it in half. Take the positives where you can find them, folks. Here comes Brent Rooker. His 3-run homer was huge in this game. Here's pitch. Fastball or sinker for a ball. 1-0. That was low. I mean, at that point, when he stepped to the plate and hit the 3-run homer, it was only 1-0 at that point. Orioles were very much still in the game, and it was 2 outs in the inning. And he hit the 3-run homer that, pretty much sealed the game. I had said at that point at 4-0 it was over. It's now 5-0. 1-0 pitch. There's a cutter for a strike. 1-1. Rooker is set. Here's the 1-1. There's a fly ball, center field. Fairly deep. No, right center field, but center fielder's going to get there. He's got it. That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. 5-0 A's. Good job by Trevino to keep it right where it is at 5-0. That's a good job. And now his ERA's down to 20. Instead of 23, it's down to 20. So he's getting it down. He's doing his job. Good job. 32 likes. We got a chance. We got a chance at 40. Can we make 40 likes today, gang? I think we can. Yep, we're still 4 subscribers away. Hey, don't forget to check out all of our different series that we have on our channel. We have the Hall of Fame Profile Series. We talk about every baseball Hall of Famer. We do a profile of those players. Videos are usually anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes long. Talk about all their achievements, their start, when they got into the Hall of Fame, all that good stuff. Be sure to check them all out. We do them every Thursday. We got more coming. We have I think over 100 out there right now. And of course, we have our series on the my top 25 greatest Baltimore Orioles of all time, from number 25 all the way down to number 1. And I also have a new series coming out. I'm doing it as we speak. The greatest players to wear numbers 1 through 55. We're only up to number 5. We've done numbers 1 through 4. They're out there if you want to watch those videos as well. They're a lot of fun. I hope you guys go watch them. All right, just waiting for the O's to come back from commercial break. Savali for the A's, 5 innings, 6 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Got his ERA down to 2.59. Hogan Harris, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, no runs. Got his ERA down to 2.61. New pitcher on the mound. Here's Jeremiah Jackson. First pitch swinging and a miss. Strike, 0-1. Jackson's 1 for 2 in the game. Got that bloop single last time up. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. Way in the hole. Throw to first was high, but he steps on the bag and just gets him. That's one down. Looks like Barlow's on the Scott Barlow is now pitching for Oakland. Boy, does he need a haircut. All right, one down. Here's Gunnar. Gunner's 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch to him. There's a fastball sinker for a strike. 0-1. Sinker is a fastball, basically. But it just sinks. So 0-1 count on Gunnar. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Third baseman's going to give it a look. But it's going to get out of play. So quickly 0-2 on Gunnar Henderson. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Curveball in the dirt. Gunnar could not lay off. That's strike 3. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning by the O's. Here comes Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. First pitch. There's a 4-seamer for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Taylor Ward, 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball or a sweeper, low and outside, ball 1, 1-1. So 1-1 count on Taylor Ward, who's had 2 walks and he's 0 for 1 in the game. 1-1 pitch. There's a sweeper for a strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. There's a curveball in the dirt and low, ball 2. 2-2. And the thing for Oakland is this is what makes winning that much easier. When you're ahead, you can attack hitters. You don't have to give in. 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3. That was a 4-seamer outside. Didn't look like a 4-seam fastball to me. That looked like a sweeper, but they called it a 4-seamer. So full count again to Taylor Ward. No surprise. Let's see what he can do with it. Ball 4. He walks him on a sweeper. That's his 3rd walk of the game. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. If Taylor Ward doesn't do much of anything else, he certainly walks. He certainly draws a lot of walks. That's his 3rd walk of this game. Here comes Adley Rutschman to the plate. 1 for 3 in the game. Last time up, came up in a big situation with bases loaded, nobody out, and he struck out. And we talk about big players coming up in big moments, and he's just, you got to be clutch. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1 on a sinker, 0-1. I just don't know that the Orioles have, when I think about the Orioles and where they are, I just don't know that the Orioles have that clutch player. I just don't. I think they have good players that are having bad seasons. I just don't know that they have that clutch guy. 0-1 pitch is low on a sinker, 1-1. I don't. There's no one guy that steps to the plate in a big situation where I feel like, oh, he's going to come through. You know, there just aren't any of those guys on this team. We just don't have those. You know, there are certain guys that have it. There's a sweeper outside and low, ball 2. That it factor, I don't think the Orioles have that player. Daniel Berry Sports, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. I just don't think they have that guy. The guy that has it. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Sweeper, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. I just don't feel like they have that player. I feel like they have good players. I don't think they have any great players. You know, Pete Alonso is not our guy. He's a free agent. I think he's a great player, but I don't think he's not our guy. The Orioles haven't drafted anybody that I call the player that has the it factor. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on another curveball, and that's strike 3. Top of the 8th inning coming up. You guys know what the score is. A lot to a little. Hey, gang, great job today. 34 likes. We look, game's not over yet. I still think we got a chance at 40. I really do. And I still think we can pick up 4 subscribers, too. I really think we can. I think we can get 6 more likes and 4 more subscribers before the end of this game. I think we can do it. That could be our one positive from today's game, right? I think the other issue with the Orioles that I see that we, in 23 and 24 that we did see that we're not seeing much this year with them, and it's sad. It really is kind of sad, is they're not having fun, right? When you look at them, they're not having fun. And I get it. Winning makes things fun, but they're not. They don't even look like they're having fun. They look like they're depressed. They look like they're struggling. They look like they're disappointed. They look like they're really trying too hard. They just don't look like they're having fun playing baseball. All right, here we go. Top of the 8th inning coming up. Dietrich Enns is in the game for the Orioles. He's actually having a pretty good season. 6 games, 2.25 ERA, 138 WHIP. Opponents are hitting 160 against him. Walks need to come down, though. He's walking too many guys. First pitch. Swing and a miss to Brent Rooker. Strike 1, 0-1. Four-seam fastball. I'm sorry, Coby Thomas is now in the game. Coby Thomas is in the game. Look like Brent Rooker. Coby Thomas in the game. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 1. 1-1. So 1-1 pitch to Coby Thomas. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back off the umpire's mask. Whoa. So 1 and 2. They're going to give him a second here. Ooh, that'll ring your bell. My goodness. Excuse me. 1-2 count on Coby Thomas. Let's see if Dietrich Enns can put him away here. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. We're going to do it again. 1 and 2. All right, Enns is at the belt. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the third base. Dive by Coby Mayo. Up, double clutches. Almost gets him at first. Good play by Mayo. It was a strong throw to make it close, but he beats it out for a base hit. That was a nice play by Mayo. He got there. He dove to his left, made the stop, got up, had the double clutch. All right, so infield single for Coby Thomas. And that's going to bring Wilson to the plate. He has had a terrible game. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he's behind in the count 0-1 right here. Here it comes. Swing and a foul, 0-2. So an 0-2 count on Wilson. Let's see if the Orioles can put him away. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in the game. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. 6 likes away from our goal of 40. Let's see if we can make it, folks. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field, fairly deep, but it's going to be playable. Dylan Beavers has got it, and that's the first out of the inning here in the top of the 8th inning. That's going to bring Butler to the plate. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Here's first pitch to him. There's a line drive. Past the lunging drive of the third baseman, Coby Mayo. He can't get there. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. So first and second, one down here in the top of the 8th inning. Butler with the base hit. Excuse me. That's going to bring Geloff up to the plate. Oh, Mayo almost got to that ball. So first and second, one out. Oakland is they're threatening again. Geloff at the plate. First pitch to him is a fastball outside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. There's a high changeup, ball 2, way high, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Outside and high. Ball 3. 3-0. Oh, my. 34 likes on the game. Thanks, gang. Good job, everybody. 11 of you still in here, too. Thank you. All right. Ends needs a strike right here. There it is. Strike 1. 3-1. Geloff was taken all the way. (3-1). Here it comes. There's a pop-up. First base side. It looks like it's going to get out of play. Alonso's going to give it a look, but it's out of play. So 3-2. So Ends comes back. He was down 3-0 in the count. He's got it back to 3-2. Let's see what he can do with it. Ends is at the belt. Geloff is ready. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Pop up again. That's going to get out of play again. Appreciate all of you being in here today. I'm sorry the Orioles aren't playing. At least making this a little bit more of an exciting game. I really wish it was at the very least, but we're not there today, unfortunately. If you can hear my family out there, they're all talking. My son's talking to my wife. 3-2 to Geloff. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Very nice. He came back from 3-0 to 3-2, and he strikes him out. Very nice. 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. 94 mile an hour four-seam fastball up at the letters, and Geloff couldn't get there. Couldn't reach it. 2 down. Here's McNeil. He's 0 for 3. First pitch. There's a four-seam fastball. Strike. 0-1. (0-1) pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a fly ball, foul down the left field line. That's going to quickly make it 0-2. 0-2 count. Again, good to have everybody in here today. It's been disappointing as a game, but it's always fun to have you all come in. 0-2 pitch. Sweeper, pop up, third base side. Mayo's under it. He should have it. It's now in foul ground. He has it. That's the inning. So Ends gets out of it. No runs. Couple guys left. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. 5-0. A's. Be right back, gang. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Orioles need a wing and a prayer. They really do. They need a lot of help. Comment if you're in here right now. Love to see your comments. 5-0. Athletics are just pounding the Orioles right now. Oh, you know what? That was hold on. Let me do some more. One more scoreboard update. I'm sorry. I meant to do a scoreboard update. Cincinnati still top of the 9th inning, has a 3-1 lead over the Astros. Reds over the Astros 3-1. And bottom of the 8th, Marlins Nationals are now tied 4-4. Rockies Phillies are just getting underway. Everybody else is later on today. And of course, the Rays Red Sox, they were postponed. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Mark Leiter Jr. in the game. All right, Pete Alonso is going to lead off for the Birds. He's done nothing today. Orioles got 6 outs left. Can they do anything with it? First pitch to Alonso. Here it comes. Curveball outside and low. Ball 1. 1-0. So a 1-0 count on Pete Alonso. 5-0 A's over the O's. 1-0 pitch. High and inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Colby Thomas goes into right field. 2-0 pitch coming. Here's a sweeper or cutter for a strike. Low in the zone, but just catches the bottom of the zone. 2-1. Looks like Andrew Kittredge is warming for the 9th. There's a sinker inside corner for strike 2. 2-1. 2-2. Pardon me. 2-2. So 2-2 count on Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in the game. He's had some moments in this game, but some runners on. It's not been able to cash in. Pardon me. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Here's a line drive. Caught by the third baseman. He's diving to his right and makes a nice catch. That would have been extra bases, but it was a dive by the third baseman. Steals extra bases away from Pete Alonso. And that's the first out. Now, he was kind of playing the line, but that was a really nice play by the third baseman right there. 1 down. Wow, nice play. Here's Basayo. First pitch is a curveball for a strike. 0-1. That was a nice play by the third baseman for the A's. Geloff. Because if he doesn't get to that ball, that's down the line for a double. Basayo's 2 for 3. But again, you're 2 for 3 with 2 singles. But when you come up with the bases loaded and 2 outs and you pop up. 0-1 pitch. That's a splitter low. 1-1. That's what we remember. The 4 hits, the 2 singles you got earlier in the game, okay, great. But when we had bases loaded and we needed a hit, you popped up. 1-1 coming. There's a fast cutter on the inside part of the plate, and that's a strike. 1-2. Basayo's 21 years old. He's a kid. He's, the first full season in the major leagues. So I get it. He'll get better. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a splitter, and that's strike 2. That's the second out. Again, he'll learn. I'm not expecting major things from Sam Basayo this year, Dylan Beavers this year. These guys this is their first full season getting their feet wet in the majors. They got a cup of coffee last year late in the season. I think they were called up in September. So this is their first full season. All right, here's Leody Taveras. He's over 2. First pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. So Taveras takes the first pitch he sees and gets a 2-out base hit. Good for him. Hey, Idris, welcome in. Or Adiris. We are 5 likes away, gang. So a 2-out single. That's going to bring Dylan Beavers to the plate. 0-2 with a walk. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Here it comes. There's a line drive foul down the first base line. So quickly 0-2 on Dylan Beavers. Oh, 2 pitch. Checks his swing. Third base umpire, did he go? No, he did not. So he does check his swing. And that's a 1-2 count. So a 1-2 count on Dylan Beavers. 2 down, man at first. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Pop up down the left field line. That's going to get out of play. Adiris, I hate to say it, buddy, but I don't think you're going to win the $468. I hope you didn't put that much down. I hope you wasn't a big bet. Because they're down 5-0, and it's the bottom of the 8th inning. They got 4 outs to go. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Past the dive of the first baseman. Down the right field line. Leody Taveras is going to go into third, and Dylan Beavers has got a 2-out double. So Beavers gets it past the first baseman who dove for it, but he couldn't get there. So a 2-out single, then a double by Dylan Beavers. The Orioles have second and third. 2 outs, and Coby Mayo is supposed to come up to the plate, but I can promise you Mayo is not coming to the plate. They're probably going to pinch hit. I would assume Tyler O'Neill is going to come to the plate. I highly doubt that they're going to let Coby Mayo hit in this situation, especially with the day he's had. All right, well, it looks like it's going to be Colton Cowser coming in. So you go from bad to worse. So Mayo is a 158 hitter on the season. He's 0 for 3 in this game, 3 strikeouts. So you're going to pinch hit him with a left-handed hitter of Colton Cowser. And Cowser is a 169 hitter on the season, who's been absolutely terrible himself with a 465 OPS. So there, I don't know what to say. I don't, Tyler O'Neill is batting like 190 himself. So it's just pick your poison for the Orioles. Cowser's been terrible all season. They probably won't see a fastball. But now he's got an opportunity to give the Orioles a couple runs. Here's pitch. There's a curveball off the plate. Ball 1-0. The league knows Cowser can hit a fastball. They'll stay away from as many fastballs as they can. And that first pitch was a curveball. But it's a ball. 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Center field. Dive by the center fielder, but he does not get there. It's a one-hopper. That's going to score both runs, and the Orioles are on the board. Cowser, it fell right in front of the center fielder. He dove for it but could not get there. And it is a 2-out, 2-run, 2 RBI single for Colton Cowser. How about that? So kudos to Cowser. He did get the hit. And maybe that turns things around for him. I hope so. I like Cowser. I want to see him do well. Center fielder got lucky right there. If that ball gets by him, that's a triple. But hey, we'll take it. 5-2. Orioles on the board. God, that 5th inning when they had bases loaded, nobody out. If they had done anything. All right, here comes Tyler O'Neill. He's gonna pinch hit for Jeremiah Jackson. Let's see what he can do. First pitch to him. Nope. Throw over to first. Well, Adiris, it's only 5-2. They still need 3 more runs just to get even. But let's see. Let's see what happens. I hope so. Here's pitch. Fastball or sinker, strike, 0-1. Now, if you're Tyler O'Neill right here, I've said this the entire game when the Orioles have gotten anybody on base. Just get a hit. Keep the carousel going. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Up the middle to shortstop. Flip to second. Oh, just gets him at second. And that's the inning, folks. The Orioles get a couple runs. They're on the board. Heading to the top of the 9th inning. 5-2. Almost. Almost, gang. Almost. Hey, we picked up another subscriber, too. We are now 3 away from hitting 1,300 on subscriber count. That's amazing. In all honesty, it really is, gang. From where we were to where we are now, I think it's great. Oh, my Orioles. God bless them. Top of the 9th inning coming up. All right, Andrew Kittredge in the game for the Birds. He's got a 13.50 ERA on the season. Opponents are batting .440 against him. Now, he's only got 4 2/3 innings pitched on the season. He had one outing where he gave up like 7 runs in like a third of an inning. That's part of the reason why he's got such an inflated ERA. Just needs to build his innings up, and that ERA should come down. Adiris, where are you that it's so late? All right, Nick Kurtz, first pitch. There's a sinker for a strike, 0-1. I like your Cardinal. So Blaze Alexander goes to second. Weston Wilson goes to third. And Alexander gets a ground ball to him, and that's the first out. 1 down, throw to first, got him. So Weston Wilson goes to third. Blaze Alexander goes to second. I'm assuming Cowser will probably go to right field for Dylan Beavers. And Leota Tavares will stay in center, I would assume. Let's see how they did that. There's a slider for a ball. Oh, 1-0 count on Langoliers. One-0 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. He did not go. Ball 2. Well, left field is still going to be Taylor Ward. Center field is still going to be... No, I guess not. I thought those guys went in the game, but neither one of them did. Well, hello. Welcome in, Ramon from Venezuela. I'm assuming buenas noches. I don't speak Spanish. I apologize. I'm assuming that means good evening. 3-0 pitch coming on the way. There's ball 4, and he walks him on 4 pitches. So Langeliers gets a 1-out walk. I have heard of Somalia, yes. Here's Soderstrom, man on first, 1 down. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike on the sinker, 0-1. Welcome in, everybody. Give us a like as you're coming in. We're trying to get to 40. We have 35. We're almost there. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. That's a ball low on the sinker, 1-1. One pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. Good pitch by Kittredge right there. We got a 5-2 game, top of the 9th inning. Orioles looking to try to keep it right here and see if they can garner a rally in the bottom of the 9th. We'll see. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Nope. Slider in the dirt. In low. Ball 2. 2-2. Two pitch coming. Called strike 3 on the inside corner on the sinker. That's the second out of the inning. Good pitch by Andrew Kittredge. It was definitely a strike. 2 down. There's another like. Thank you, gang. Looks like that might get us to 36, I think. All right, here's Brent Rooker, 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch. Sinker for a strike, 0-1. John Messina, welcome in, John. Long time no see. How are you, bud? 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Dive by Gunnar, but it gets past him in the left center field. The runner's going to go to third. Throw it behind him. Yes, there you go. So a single for Brent Rooker. Now first and third, 2 outs. You want to leave Rooker at first because then at least it leaves the force play at second intact, and it doesn't put another runner in scoring position. Gunnar almost got to that ball. What's up, John? Welcome in. So 2 down, first and third for Oakland. Orioles got to stop them right here. Cannot allow them any more runs. Here's Coby Thomas. He's out 1 for 1. Had a single his first time up. Here's pitch. Fly ball out of play down the right field line. 0-1. I don't know what 5-7 is, Adirs. Oh, throw over the first. Not in time. The runner's back. Looks like Adam Jones is in the stands out there today. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball center field. Pretty shallow. In comes Tavares. He does not get there. And that's going to score the run. And that's going to be a 2-out single and a run scores. It's now 6-2. Oakland. Coby Thomas with the big 2-out base hit. Off the end of the bat, and Tavares cannot get there. If I'm Tavares, I got to lay out for that ball. I'm sorry. You got it. Oh, man. You just got to. All right, here's Wilson, 0 for 4. First pitch to him. There's a line drive. Third baseman caught by Weston Wilson. That's the inning. But a run home, and that's a big, big run. Oh, my. Bottom of the ninth inning coming up. 6-2 Oakland, or the A's. And this game is about to be in the books, folks. And that's an unneeded run for Oakland right there. My goodness gracious. There's going to be a lot of changes made by the Orioles soon. There has to be, right? Yeah, sorry, Adiris. It's not looking good, buddy. Unfortunately, not looking good at all. 6-2. Heading into the bottom of the ninth inning. The Orioles are 3 outs away from another loss. Hey, we got 38 likes today. That's amazing. That's actually really good, guys. For such a small crowd today, I appreciate that. Still three subscribers away from 1,300, but you know what? Each game we get a little bit closer. Very happy with everybody that came in today. Everybody's very nice for the most part. Very cordial, having fun, commenting back and forth. I love the comments back and forth. It's been great. Excuse me. 3 outs away, gang. 3 outs, and the Orioles will be in the losing column again. Joel Kuhnel in the game. I'm out of water. Joe Kuhnel in the game. Taylor Ward, Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso. Gunnar Henderson, first pitch swinging, ground ball to the third, shortstop, throw to first in plenty of time. And on one pitch, Gunnar Henderson is the first out. 1 down here in the bottom of the ninth inning. One down. That's going to bring Taylor Ward to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with 3 walks in the game. First pitch. There's a strike on a sinker. 0-1. Sorry about the bing, bing, ting, tings. That's my wife texting me. 0-1 pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Orioles have struck out 11 times today. 1-1 pitch is a slider in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Inside corner, and that's a called strike on a sinker. 2-2. So a 2-2 count on Taylor Ward. Let's see what he can do. He definitely gets deep in counts. Got to give him credit there. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle, right to the second baseman, waiting for it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the Orioles are down to their last out, folks. And here's Adley Rutschman. Rutschman 1 for 4 in the game. 322 on the season, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. First pitch to him. Here it is. There's just off the plate with a curveball. Ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Just at the bottom of the zone on the sinker. Ball 1. 1-1. One pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt on a changeup. Ball 2. 2-1. So a 2-1 count on Adley Rutschman. The Orioles are down to their last out. Rutschman doubled his first time up. Two-one pitch. Swinging a foul. And the Orioles are down to their last strike. Two-two pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul again. Rutschman staying alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6-2 A's. Here's the pitch. In the dirt on a changeup. Ball 3. 3-2. Two likes from our 40 mark, gang. We got 38. We may not make it today, but that's okay. We're having fun. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. Pitcher's covering. Throw to him at the bag, and he's got it. And that's your ball game, folks. Orioles drop another one, and they drop the series to Oakland. That's it. Series goes to Oakland. Oakland wins the first 2 games of the series. Again, final score. Oakland, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Orioles, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher is Savali. He's now 4-1 with a 2.59 ERA. Losing pitcher is Shane Baz. He's 1-4 with a 5.48 ERA. Orioles had their chances in this game, folks. Dearest, take care. Just couldn't get it done in the big moments, and that's kind of really the difference in ball games. It really is. You know, when you come up in the big moments and you get the hits, it makes a difference. Hey, D. Barker, welcome in. Really appreciate you calling this game. You do a great job. Thank you. That was very nice of you to say. We didn't hit our mark of 40 today, but we got close. I appreciate all of you coming in. This has been a lot of fun. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I really hope you do. We're 3 away from getting to 1,300 on the subscriber mark. We almost made 1,300 today, but we're at 1,297. We missed the mark on the likes. We missed the mark on the subscribers, but maybe we make it next time. Thanks, gang, for being here. I appreciate all of you coming in. This has been a lot of fun. Again, final score, Athletics 6, Orioles 2. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good day, gang. Thanks for being here.